sa dilim, ako ay makalaya. Nakikita ba ng langit?
Hindi nga natin siya tatay. Sumama na tayo sa kanya. Siya ang tunay nating tatay. Tayo sasama sa kanya. Sa tingin mo, ba't ganito itsura natin? Tanggapin mo na lang. Katawan ko rin to. Ano ba, Mia? Aray, Mia, nasasaktan ako. Wala kang pake. Aray!
Is Caramia a genetically modified organism? No, definitely not. Caramia is a fantasaria, and if ever, technological innovation will arise in the present times or in the future, it may happen.
What is genetic modification? Genetic modification is the process of altering the genetic makeup of an organism. This has been done indirectly for thousands of years by controlled or selective breeding of plants and animals. Modern biotechnology has made it easier and faster to target a specific gene for more precise alteration of the organism through genetic engineering. The term modified and engineered are often used interchangeably in the context of labeling genetically modified or GMO foods. For further information, here's a brief history of GMO.
And so for the history, genetic modification dates back to ancient times, when humans influenced genetics by selectively breeding organisms. It is according to an article by Gabriel Rangel, a public health scientist at Harvard University. When repeated over several generations, this process leads to dramatic changes in the species. Dogs were likely the first animals to be genetically modified. Over thousands of years, people bred dogs with different desired personality and physical traits, eventually leading to the wide variety of dogs we see today. The earliest known genetically modified plant is wheat. Ancient farmers selectively bred wheat grasses beginning around 9000 BC to create domesticated varieties with larger grains and hardier seeds. By 8000 BC, the cultivation of domesticated wheat had spread across Europe and Asia. The continued selective breeding of wheat resulted in the thousands of varieties that are grown today. The process may also be referred to as genetic modification or genetic engineering. But all these terms lead to the same approach to organism modification. Genetic modification has many disadvantages and advantages. Here are some of this.
Since the 1990s, when the first GMOs were introduced into the human food supply chain, the advantages and disadvantages of this technology and its outcomes have been debated. The US has somewhat embraced GMOs while the rest of the world has treated them with great hesitation. What are the advantages of GMOs? GMO crops can be tailored to provide better health benefits. There is the possibility of an increased shelf life. Genetically modified crops can conserve energy, soil, and water resources. Fewer harmful agents need to be applied to crops. Fifth is that it can save core crops from extinction. Future GMOs could eliminate food allergies or intolerance issues. Last, GMO crops use less water.
Now, let's talk about disadvantages of GMOs. Number 1. There may be increased risk of allergies or food intolerance. Number 2. GMO crops can contaminate other fields. Number 3. There are concerns of GMOs foods may help create antibiotic resistance. Lastly, genetic engineering doesn't solve everything.
In present times, scientists are working on disease-resistant pigs, bird flu, resistant chicken, hornless dairy cows, and highly productive sheep. But don't expect to be eating genetically modified lamb this Passover because the history of genetically modified organisms has shown that it takes many years to bring a new technology to market, and plenty of innovations never make it.
I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, come in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle.